What's up, Internet, and welcome to the YieldTomato gaming channel for your first pickups video of 2017. And got a couple of niche titles in here, a couple of things that I didn't expect to find, which were brand new. So let's dive right into it, starting with some Nintendo product. Now, some of the more recent releases over the end of last year were the new Pokemon games of Sun and Moon, or Moon and Sun, whichever direction you're wanting to read this. I wanted Sun, my wife wanted Moon, so we got the dual pack. We got the dual pack from Amazon because they had a really neat steel bookcase. I don't have the steel bookcase in hand, it's over on the shelf over there. But, I mean, it's Pokemon. I mean, it's a lot of fun. They changed up a lot of cool things in here. What'd they put in here? I guess the grooming's kind of neat. Really what I liked was that they ditched the traditional gym system for more like trials. It was a really neat change of pace. Like that. Up next are going to be the two things I really didn't expect to come across. For those of you who aren't aware, there's a place called videogamesplus.ca. It's a Canadian-based website that deals in video games of all varieties. And they strike a number of deals with a number of companies to get either physical releases exclusively to their store, which GameStop has done, for example, or in some cases they get licensings for reissues of games that have otherwise been discontinued. And last year, towards the end of the year 2016, they had reissues of Rhapsody, a musical adventure from NIS on the DS, and Front Mission for the DS. I really wanted a copy of Front Mission, and my wife wanted a copy of Rhapsody. And the way this ended up working out so nicely is because, oddly enough, at least for Front Mission, used prices were right around, to get it complete, used was close to $40 at the time when I was looking. And this was $40 at the time, and actually no, it was on sale. So I got it for less than $40. I think I got it for like just a little over $30 new. This is sealed, and it's a Square Enix print. This is an official thing. When used copies were going for around $40 complete, so that was really neat. So just the fact that that company is able to do that, able to get reprints and reissues of some games like that, is super awesome. They commonly get reissues or reprints of DS games and PSP games. So if you are a fan of either of those systems, I definitely recommend checking them out. videogamesplus.ca. They have an American distribution section in New York, so shipping is not absolutely insane on them. I think you can get an average shipping of like $5 on a lot of stuff, just because they have a base in the US, so it's really neat. So definitely check them out. Next, I'm going to go with the only Xbox One game in this list, and that is Titanfall 2. I'm not a huge fan of most military first-person shooters in general, but Titanfall, I'm a huge fan of mechs, so Titanfall was a big must for me, the original. And this one, when they added the single-player campaign, I was super excited. And this has a fantastic single-player campaign. This is, unfortunately, just had a terrible release window. But this is such a good game. You guys really should look into this. If you have any fleeting interest in the design or anything in Titanfall whatsoever, at least rent it and try it, because this game is actually really good. I can't praise how much I love Titanfall's combat enough, really, when it comes to a first-person shooter. The parkour feels great, the Titans are a lot of fun, and the loadouts are really interesting. So, definitely pick it up if you can, because this game's fantastic. Let's go to some PS Vita games, which has like zero support in America, unfortunately. One of which we got a special edition of, but I don't have all the stuff in hand, and that is Super Dimension Neptune versus Sega Hard Girls. My wife is a huge fan of the Neptune series, like massive fan. She's actually a huge Sega fan in general. So the fact that this entire franchise is based around Sega is fantastic. And I really like the way a lot of their games have gone. They have some really interesting looking combat systems. I myself haven't played a whole lot of them, but she's played a hell of a lot of them, so that's a really neat one. So we're collecting all of these, and if we can, all the special editions, which can be difficult at times. And one I got because I just, for some reason, have a feeling this is going to become a huge issue at some point, or may not be allowed to be sold at some point. And I really, really like the Senran Kagura fighting system, for as simple and energetic and fun as it is. And that is Valkyrie Drive. How to put this? There's no good way to put this. You have to, basically you're playing as lesbians, more or less, and you have to arouse your other half by playing with them to make them turn into weapons that are super, super powerful and stuff. That's more or less the gist of it. It's very bizarre, but the combat is super fast-paced and fun. So, if you have any interest in the Senran Kagura games or that style of game, this is the next game they made, and it was really, really, really good. If you like that style of game, I should say. Yeah, so, Vita. There are still some cool and neat and fun games coming out for it. I wish more people would support the system. And speaking of strange, obscure, weird, and things that probably shouldn't be here, from the same publisher comes Galgun Double Piece. This is basically a thing where you have to shoot something. I'm not even 100% sure what it is. You're shooting essence or something? I don't know. To fend off girls that have gone just super mad in love with you because some love fairy cupid person done fucked up and shot you a bunch with the come get me juice. I don't know. It's absurd, it's crazy, it's over the top, it's hilarious, and it's fairly laid back for a light gun style shooter. So if you want to just lean back and just pew 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 without a whole lot of effort and still find some enjoyment out of it, ignoring the fact that there's sexual themes throughout this entire game, or the $90 nude DLC you can purchase. That's weird. Definitely take a look at it. It's an interesting game to say the least, and another game that arguably may not have needed to come out over here, but also I don't know. I have a fixation with games that could potentially become controversial, just because I'd like to form my own opinion on them if and when a controversy starts. So I don't know. And it's cute and it's adorable. Well, adorable, fun. Why did I say that? I don't know. Anyway, and of course, probably one of the biggest launches of last year in terms of how it was promoted and all the stuff they're putting out for it is Final Fantasy 15. Oh boy. In my mind, this is still Final Fantasy Versus 13 because that's what it was announced as, and that's what I remember seeing it as. I don't know. I'm mixed on this one. The combat's not terrible, but it doesn't... I don't know. The hits don't feel very satisfying to me. Your strikes feel like they lack weight of impact, so it's not, something you can just pick up and have a lot of fun just hitting things with. It doesn't feel like a standard Final Fantasy game to me, and that's, I think, why it bothers me so much that it's numbered as 15. It feels like a spin-off title. So, I don't know. I might just also be annoyed that it took not over, but 10 years to actually come out. So, I don't know. I'm probably just jaded from that, seeing as how it was announced when I was 16, and now I'm 26, and I finally get my hands on it. It's kind of bizarre. Anyway, the artwork is awesome on it, and if you like Tetsuya Nomura's designs, he did designs for Final Fantasy 7 and 8, and I know he's done more designs than that, but none of the others are jumping to mind right now. It's an iconic look, and by iconic look, I mean they all look like Cloud. Anyway, it's not a bad game by any means. It's just a different experience than what you might expect. So, it's still a game worth getting, though, for sure. Anyway, that was most of the pickups over the holiday. There's still a couple others that I got, but I'm kind of saving those for another video. So yeah, check back for another one, and if you guys are interested, could do some Let's Plays on some of these. Who knows? Anyway, feel free to leave comments down below. let me know what you thought of these pickups, if you guys have any inputs on this, or thoughts on this. Have you guys played any of them? What'd you think? Until next time, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date with all of our pickup videos and Let's Plays and all that good stuff. So, you know, have fun, enjoy, play your games. Which I need to do. I'm gonna go play games.